Porn and chocolate cake. How do they go together? I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, and in this video, I want to share the connection so you can put your porn habit behind and ride off into the sunset. Okay, so in this video, number one, I'm going to connect the idea of porn consumption or your porn habit with eating chocolate cake. Number two, I am going to establish why watching porn every day or every other day or even a few times a week is not good for you. So we'll make the connection and then I'll talk about what's happening in your brain. And then lastly, number three, we'll talk about what you can do instead. Okay, let's break it down. Porn and chocolate cake, how do they go together? So let's just think about a porn session as a slice of cake. Now, if you have a little tiny slice of cake, it's not good for you. Cake's never good for you, right? We know that. It's made with sugar, it's made with flour that breaks down to sugar in your system. It does not have any health benefits, but it's delicious, so people eat it anyways. So if you have a tiny little slice, every once in a while, it's still not good for you, but it's not gonna kill you. Now, let's think about if you were to have a bigger slice of cake. And now let's say you have that bigger slice of cake once a week, or perhaps you have that bigger slice of cake 2 times a week. Now, if you're watching porn weekly, it's like a weekly piece of cake. It is not good for you. There's no pretending that it is. So you can fool yourself, but if you think about it next time you go to watch porn as a piece of cake, it will equate it in your mind to, okay, this isn't good for me, but I'm choosing it anyways. Now think about the longer you watch porn during each of your porn sessions as the size of your piece of cake. So if you watch porn for 5 minutes, you've got your average size of cake before you. If you watch porn for an hour, you've got 2 mega slices of cake. If you watch porn for 5 hours, you've just eaten an entire chocolate cake. That is not good for you. Now, let's say you eat an entire chocolate cake a couple times a week. Do you think it's good for you? It's not. So here's what I want you to do. Think about chocolate cake next time you're going to hit the easy button to get the good feelings in your brain from porn, which leads us to number 2. What's going on in your brain that's leading you back to the screen just like chocolate cake? Well, we know from the science, and actually there's 2 awesome articles about this on the Huffington Post. So if you Google Huffington Post porn and junk food, it'll blow your mind. So interesting, really, really well written and interesting. And the idea is they're both easy button lifestyles. So if you jack your brain up across the day, and you're feeling anxious, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're buzzing from a busy day, and you want to come down fast, there's nothing better than that to make you feel good fast than porn. I've seen it in people's brains. It takes a healthy, optimal brain or an anxious brain, and it numbs it out with dopamine very, very quickly. I've seen it on people's brain graphs. It's actually devastating. So chocolate cake does the same thing for some people. An eating compulsion or an eating addiction or a junk food or a sweet compulsion can have very similar mechanisms in the brain than also a porn habit can have as well. So the idea is you are looking for mood regulation. You know a chocolate cake slice or a chocolate cake in and of itself each and every day is not good for you. And if you have a compulsion, it means you're not really choosing it, it's choosing you. You need it. You need it to feel okay. And that's what happens over time. We know that these behaviors develop over time. So first it starts as use. You might have one piece of cake and it makes you feel great. And then it starts as misuse. It goes from use to misuse. Now you're eating more chocolate cake than you want to because it's making your brain feel good and it's making you feel not so bad about all the rest of the time. Then misuse goes to abuse. You know you're eating too much chocolate cake, or you might not totally be aware of it, but if you look at the numbers, it's clear that you're abusing chocolate cake and you're using it to regulate your mood. And then abuse moves into compulsion. Compulsion is you feel the pull back to the chocolate cake. Now you're at the point where you might not even want to eat the chocolate cake, but it's become part of your habit just to get through life, to survive. Then compulsion moves into addiction. You have a full-blown dependency and you need the chocolate cake. And if you don't get your chocolate cake, you go through withdrawals. The same thing happens with porn. So, number 3, what are you going to do about it? What you're going to do about it is think about porn use as chocolate cake. And when you need to relax, or those times in your schedule that you've already built your porn habit, I want you to add up how many pieces of cake you're having each day, each week, each month. Likely, it's too much chocolate cake. And it's time to swap out the chocolate cake with a healthy behavior, like exercise, like hanging out with friends, like your hobbies that feed your soul, like the parts of your work that you enjoy the most, like hanging out with your honey and building intimacy and connection and love while you're getting that need for pleasure taken care of as well. It's time to swap out the chocolate cake so you can ride off into the sunset. Porn is not serving you. It's like a huge chocolate cake that's dragging you down. Okay, if you're looking for help on the journey, please reach out to me. My team and I, we're here for you. I would really, really love to help you break the shackles of porn because they are holding you back from your full potential, the life that you know you want and you know that you deserve. I'd love to help you with that. Okay, until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.